Sabado mula alas 8 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga sa Radyo 5 92.3 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
25,000 watts ng totoong tunog ng FM radio.
Totoong pinalakas, totoong pinagtibay ng mga batikang mamamahayag sa paghahatid ng news,
Public service,
entertainment,
music,
information at inspiration para sa bawat kapatid, bawat Pilipino. Ito ang 92.3 Radyo 5 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mainit at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa sports, kumpleto yan dito sa Power and Play. Mula sa mga paborito at naglalakihang atleta hanggang sa mga natatanging Pinoy sports figures na dapat nyong makilala. Ihahatid yan dito sa Power and Play.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko. Para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo. Ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Practice at paghahanda, isang malaking bahagi ng tagumpay sa palakasan. Pag-usapan natin ngayon yan dito po sa inyong paboritong kasalo tuwing Sabado ng umaga. E di paano? Bangon na! Power and Play na! Power and Play with Noli Iyala. Isa pong maulan pero magandang umaga sa inyong lahat, mga kapatid. Nagbabalik po dito sa TV5 Media Center. Ito po ang Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum Cherry Tigo. It's fun to drive. Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. True religion where passion meets power. And of course, we are powered by smart. Live smart. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, mga kapatid. Ako po si Noli Iyala at tumantuwa na muling nagbabalik po dito sa ating studio. Naku, talagang na-miss ko lahat ng mga tao dito, ha. Ang ating pong mga kasama, ang ating executive producer, of course, si Mike Santillan, si Tintin, ang ating makeup artist. Naku, matagal-tagal din, ha, na tayo po'y hindi nakapag-broadcast dito, pero iba pa rin ang pag-uwi sa ating bansa. Iba pa rin po kahit na gaano kaganda ang iba pang mga lugar at tanawin sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo, iba pa rin po ang inyong sariling bayan. Kaya po tuwan-tuwa po ako na muling magtanghal dito po sa ating studio. Siya nga pala, gusto nating pasalamatan lahat po ng umagapay. Iba talaga pagka ang panahon ngayon, no? Teknolohiya, kahit nasaan ka, pwedeng mag-taping, pwedeng mag-live broadcast, and of course, pwedeng magtanghal. Again, nagpapasalamat po tayo sa lahat ng tumulong sa atin while we were away. Binabati po natin lahat ng ating mga tagapakinig, ha? Na-miss ko yung mga suki natin. Magandang umaga sa lahat po ng mga nakikinig sa Radyo 5 92.3 True FM. Dito na tayo sa totoo. Lalong-lalo na po ang mga nasa sa mga bus terminals, ha? Yung po mga nakikinig sa kanilang mga sasakyan na mga pauwi sa kanilang mga bayan o probinsya. Yung pong mga security guard na mga nakikinig sa kanilang mga transistor radio. Good morning, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. And of course, sa 1PH on Signal TV. Channel 1 po yan. Kamusta po kayong lahat dyan sa mga emergency room, yung mga clinic, yung mga naghihintay po dyan sa mga ospital, sa mga clinics, yung pong mga call center agents na nakikinig din po sa atin, and of course, ang ating pong mga suki sa mga tanggapan nila. And of course, we'd like to greet everyone all over the world via our Facebook Live coverage. Buenos dias, magandang umaga, naimbag nga bigat, kada kayo amin sa lahat po sa inyo, sa buong mundo at sa buong Pilipinas, lalong-lalo na po dyan sa Calgary, Alberta, Canada, dyan po sa San Jose, California, and of course sa lahat po sa Middle East, sa Saudi Arabia at sa Dubai. Magandang umaga po. Naku, makulimlim ang umaga dito sa Metro Manila. Sayang at long weekend pala itong weekend na ito dahil sa Lunes po ay ating selebrasyon ng Independence Day, Philippine Independence Day, ang ating pong araw ng kalayaan, araw ng kasarinlan. Sana po ay kayong lahat ay nasa mabuting kalagayan at nag-i-enjoy ng inyong long weekend. Alam nyo, natatandaan ko nung mga panahon na ako po yung sumasali pa sa Dragon Boat Team at kami po yung nag-i-ensayo dyan sa Manila Bay. Kahit umuulan, kami po ay nag-i-ensayo. Kami po ay sumasagwan. Basta pinapayagan ng Coast Guard at hindi malaki ang alon, tuloy po. Kahit na yan ay may ulan, kahit na masama ang panahon, basta pwede. Dahil po, alam naman natin na ang paghahanda, ang ensayo, ang practice ay mahalaga sa tagumpay sa kahit ano pong larangan at kahit na anong laro ng isang atleta, koponan, sa larangan po ng palakasan. Actually, hindi lang naman po ito sa palakasan, kung hindi sa lahat po ng aspeto ng buhay. Yung pong paghahanda, halos 80% na po yan ng inyong tagumpay kung tayo ay maghahanda ng matiwasay, ng mahusay at ng kumpleto. Yan po ang ating topic ngayong araw pong ito, ang paghahanda, dahil palapit na po ng palapit ang FIBA World Cup dito sa Pilipinas. Ang paghahanda ng Gilas Pilipinas, inanunsyo na nga po yung 21-man pool ng Gilas Pilipinas at nandun ang maraming mga pangalang ating inaabangan. Pero meron din pong mga pangalan na tila wala dun sa listahan na inilabas ng Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. Isa pong pangalan dyan ay ang pangalan ng ating malaking manlalaro, ang ating basketball phenom, 7'3", Kai Sotto, na kung saan siya po ay ating inaasahan na makakasama dyan dahil kailangan nga natin, ika nga ni Coach Chot Reyes, ang malaking koponan. And Kai Sotto is one of the few big men that we have that may have a chance to go up against the taller players ng ibang bansa. Mamaya po ating makakausap si Kai Sotto, exclusive dito po sa Power and Play. Actually, ito po ay ating na-tape nung tayo nasa Canada pa. Dahil dapat last Saturday natin siya may interview. Nagkaroon siya ng napakaraming mga commitments, lalong-lalo na sa mga mini-camps, at na-arrange lang po yung interview on Sunday evening sa Canada or Monday morning dito po sa Pilipinas. At ating pong ibinangko yan at ating ipapalabas mamaya po ang ating exclusive one-on-one interview with Kai Sotto at ang kanyang sports agent na si Tony Ronzone ng Wasserman Sports. Mamaya po yan. Pinag-uusapan din po natin ang paghahanda. Naku, maswerte tayo dahil sa ilang minuto bago dumating po ang finals o Game 4 ng NBA Finals sa pagitan ng Miami at ng Denver, kung saan ang Nuggets ay lamang po ng 2-1 sa seryeng ito. Makakausap po natin ang ating kaibigan, NBA correspondent at spin columnist si Homer Sayson, live from Miami. Mamaya po yan para bigyan tayo ng konting sidelights and of course highlights ng mga paghahanda ng dalawang koponan leading to the pivotal Game 4. And mamaya din po, atin po susubukan makausap ang isa pang naghahanda para sa opening ng perhaps the biggest volleyball tournament ng PVL sa kanilang kasaysayan with 13 teams, yung pong PVL Invitational. Mamaya, susubukan po natin makausap si Mr. Ricky Palu. So, marami po tayong nakalinya and of course, marami tayong pamimigay na mga premyo dito po sa inyong paboritong kasalo tuwing Sabado ng umaga. Simulan na natin mga kapatid sa pamamagitan ng ating Sports Weekly Highlights.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Ilang minuto na lang ay magsisimula na po ang game number 4 ng NBA Finals sa pagitan ng Denver Nuggets at Miami Heat. Crucial ang laro lalo't iiwasang mabaon ng Miami sa 1-3 series deficit. Sa kasaysayan ng NBA, isang team pa lang ang nakabangon sa 3-1 lead kaya siguradong pukpukan ang magiging laban mamaya. Gilas News naman, simula na ng paghahanda ng national team para sa FIBA World Cup at inanunsyo na ang 21-man pool para sa torneo. Siyempre bida ang mga naturalized players na sina Utah Jazz guard Jordan Clarkson at fan favorite kabayan Justin Brownlee. Nandyan din ang mga overseas Pinoy hoopers na sina Kai Sotto, Dwight Ramos, Kiefer Ravena, 3D Ravena, Bobby Ray Parks Jr., Jordan Heading, Carl Tamayo at si Renz Abando. Debuting sa men's pool si AJ Edu. Habang kabilang din ang iba pang miyembro ng SEA Games Redeem Team na sina Chris Newsom, Calvin Oftana at CJ Perez. Present din ang mga veterano ng PBA na sina Scotty Thompson, Jamie Malonzo, Japet Aguilar, Poy Eram, Junmar Fajardo at Roger Pogoy. At kukumpleto sa pool ay si Ange Kwame. Update naman sa isa pang pool member. Pumirma ng isang taong extension sa Ryukyu Golden Kings ng B-League si Carl Tamayo. Si Tamayo ang kauna-unahang Pinoy import sa Japan na nanalo ng title sa liga. 16 games lang ang nilaro ni Tamayo sa una niyang sabak sa Japan. May averages siya na 2.5 points, 1.3 rebounds sa 8 minutes average per game. Sa volleyball naman, kinumpirma na ng PVL na 13 koponan, wow, ang dami nito, ang magbabakbakan sa paparating na Invitational Conference. 8 ang mga dati ng parte ng liga kabilang ang defending champions Creamline Cool Smashers. 2 mga bagong teams naman ang nadagdag ang Jerflor Defenders at Farm Fresh Foxies at ang comebacking na Photon Tornadoes. May 2 namang foreign guest teams na hindi pa inaanunsyo ng liga. Sa June 27 na magsisimula ang hampasan. Abangan nyo po yan ha. Sa football naman, umangat sa ang world ranking ng Filipinas team. Isang buwan bago ang FIFA Women's World Cup. Number 46 na ang Pilipinas sa ranking. Wow, congratulations! Mas mataas yan ng 3 spot sa huling pwesto ng bansa. Pangwalo na sa AFC Nations ang Pilipinas at nananatiling pangatlo sa Southeast Asian teams. Samantala, wagi ng kanyang unang title ngayong taon si Alex Ayala. Tinalo ng Pinay tennis sensation si Valentina Reiser ng Switzerland sa score na 6-3, 7-5 sa W25 Yekla Finals sa Spain. Ito na ang pangatlong ITF Pro Crown ni Ayala. Naglalaro ngayon sa Madrid W25 si Alex at pasok na rin siya sa quarterfinals. At yan po ang buod ng ating mga balita sa Sports Weekly Highlights. Again, congratulations sa aking pamangkin na si Alex Ayala sa kanyang pagkapanalo at sana nga ay magtuloy-tuloy na. Alam niyo, maganda yung progression ng bata kahit papano dinadahan-dahan ang kanyang mga torneo para po ay talagang masanay. Hindi lamang sa pace ng laro, sa bagong conditions ng women's pro game, kung hindi sa mga kalaban niya na mas matatanda at mas malalakas kesa kay Alex. Kaya patuloy po nating ipagdasal ang ating kababayang tennis sensation si Alex Ayala. Samantala, pinag-uusapan po ang pagdarasal si SBB President Al Panlilio ay nanawagan na po ng unity, a call to rally around Gilas, Filipinas as we enter the final few months bago po tayo mag-host ng FIBA World Cup. Kagaya po ng nabanggit natin, naglabas na po ng 21-man pool ang SBP para sa posibleng bubuo ng FIBA or rather yung FIBA World Cup lineup ng Pilipinas. At nabanggit nga natin kanina po ang mga players at puspusan na rin daw ang paghahanda para sa ating hosting kung saan iba't ibang mga sangay ng gobyerno at ng pribadong sektor na po ang nagsama para siguraduhin magiging matagumpay ang ating hosting ng FIBA World Cup. Something that we have not done in so long a time. I think 1978 yata yung huli po nating pag-host ng FIBA World Cup. So, bagamat puspusan na po ang paghahanda at yan po nga ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon, meron pa rin mga haka-haka na may mga players na hindi po napasama doon sa FIBA World Cup pool o yung lineup na inihain at isinumite ng SBP. Kaya po ito ang ating pupulsuhan ngayong araw pong ito sa ating Pulso ng Bayan. Hatid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Ang ating pong Pulso ng Bayan ay patungkol po sa Gilas pool. At ang ating tanong, simpleng-simple lang po. Sino pong player sa inyong pong palagay ang gusto nyong madagdag sa Gilas pool para sa FIBA World Cup? Marami pong players ang hindi nailagay dyan. Kabilang na mga collegiate at kasama na rin po ang mga PBA players, pati na ang mga naglalaro overseas. Kaya, sinong player ang gusto nyo madagdag sa Gilas pool para sa FIBA World Cup? Kung gusto nyo po makisali sa ating huntahan, magpadala lamang po ng inyong kuro-kuro sa aking Twitter account @NoliIyala. Follow na rin nyo po. At of course, sa ating Power and Play Facebook page. Mamaya, we will randomly pick out some comments to read over the air. Again, ito pong Pulso ng Bayan na hitid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Alright, bago tayo magpatuloy, isa mo muna pong paalala mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Joyride Super App, ang bago ninyong kasundo. Ito po ang ating Joyride Super App top-up promo sa Power and Play. Napakasimple lamang po para manalo ng 1,000 pesos JR Pay wallet credits mula sa Joyride. I-download lamang ang latest version ng Joyride Super App. Kung kayo po'y nanonood ngayon, i-scan nyo lang po yung QR code na nasa inyong television screen. Kuhanan ng screenshot ng inyong app's home screen kasama ang account name. Ipadala ang screenshot sa Power and Play Facebook page via private message. Isama nyo po ang inyong buong pangalan at registered mobile number sa inyong Joyride account at kami po ay pipili ng 5 mananalo ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits o JR Pay wallet credits at the end of the show. At inyong pong magagamit yan sa motorcycle taxi, sa delivery, and of course sa Joyride car ng Joyride Super App. Alright mga kapatid, we're ready to go. We're ready to roll. Ngayong Sabado po ng umaga, 3 ng Hunyo. Bagong buwan, bagong usapan, bagong huntahan sa inyong paboritong Fast Take.
Power and Play with NoliIyala.
At ang Fast Take ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Tigo, it's fun to drive. At ngayong araw pong ito, ang ating mga kasama, mga balik Fast Takers, mga talaga namang batikan, veteranong, mga sportswriters. Walang iba kung hindi si Philip Mattel at si Ray Hoble. Magandang umaga, Philip and Ray.
Magandang umaga, Noli.
Thank you for joining us. Good morning. Naku, exciting, although maulan, pero palapit na ng palapit ang FIBA World Cup. Kaya talaga tayong natutuwa, talagang very, very excited. Pag-usapan lang natin muna yung FIBA World Cup. And I wanna ask you, Philip, ikaw muna siguro. Itong hindi availability ni Jordan Clarkson at ni Kai Sotto, who by the way, makakausap natin right after this, ay hindi nakakagulat, pero obviously nakaka-concern. Philip, sa tingin mo ba makaka-apekto to sa kanilang tsansa na mapili sa ating lineup for the World Cup?
Posibleng malaki ang mag-iepekto nito para sa akin, Noli. Kasi 'di ba patagal nga ang magiging training camp ng Gilas Pilipinas. Nagbigay daan po lahat kasi PBA nagtanggal na ng Philippine Cup and such. So malaking bagay ang preparation, ang chemistry building para sa isang team na gustong makapasok sa Olympics bilang highest ranked Asian team. Pero kung magpapasok naman tayo ng mga players na kasing galing nila, Kai Sotto at saka ni Jordan Clarkson, hindi naman siguro mahirap na mag-adjust ang isa't isa para sa magandang laro sa darating na FIBA World Cup.
In other words, talagang at the end of the day, bagamat sinasabi ni Coach Chot, availability will be very, very important. Iba pa rin ang talent and skill na world class. Hindi naman tayo pipili na panlaban lamang dyan sa mga kung saan-saan. Ito po yung World Cup at ayaw nating mapahiya. So again, ang sinasabi mo, Philip, konting leeway, konting understanding ang ating gustong hilingin sa ating mga decision makers dyan sa SBP. Let me go to another topic, Ray. Recently, nabalitaan nga natin na si Governor Dennis Pineda ng Pampanga na sana'y magiging governor ng Converge ay hindi pinayagan ng PBA na makapasok sa PBA board, and nagsalita na yung mama na sinasabi niyang disappointed siya at bagamat ganun pa man ay sumusuporta pa rin siya sa PBA, although he called out the PBA on certain issues na ika nga sabi niya ay nakakahadlang sa paglago ng ating pro league. Anong impact nitong rejection ni kay Governor Pineda sa tingin mo, Ray, sa Converge at of course sa PBA?
Well, it has a big impact, Commissioner, no? Kasi ang ano nga natin dito, ang gusto nga sana natin mangyari, that somehow magkaroon ng boses yung mga independent teams, no? Like Converge, for example, no? Yan ang isa na gusto nating makita. Kasi yun ang madalas na hina-highlight ng mga PBA fans in particular, no? Yung liga natin is nagiging monopoly na lang, no? Nagiging duopoly na lang ng San Miguel teams at saka ng MVP group, no? And which is the reason why gusto natin makakita ng isang team that somehow can make an impact in the PBA, and that is Converge. And so far, unti-unti naman na ipapakita ng Converge yan, no? The previous 2 seasons, no? In less than 2 seasons nagawa nila yan, no? And somehow gusto sana nila magkaroon ng boses na through Governor Pineda. Pero yun nga, hindi nangyari.
Oo. Well, tama ka, Ray, no? Hindi lamang gusto ng fans na makakita ng ang paglago ng independent teams at makasama dyan sa mga playoffs. Pero gusto rin natin makuha yung wisdom mula kay Governor Delta. Sapagkat alam naman natin kung ano kanyang karanasan pagdating sa basketball. Hinubog niya napakaraming players, lalong-lalo na yung mga galing sa Pampanga. At yung kanyang karanasan, hindi lamang bilang isang agent, hindi lamang bilang isang sports official, kundi bilang isang coach. So sayang ang pagkakataon sana. At sana magbago pa ang isip at kalooban ng ating mga nasa PBA board. Alam mo, hindi na tayo naninirahan sa 70, sa dekada 70 o dekada 80. Malayo na narating ng basketball. Sana maging mas open-minded pa ang ating PBA Board of Governors. Alright, at this point, let's go to our fast take issues. Alam nyo na ang drill dito, Philip and Ray. Simpleng-simple lamang ang inyong opinion ang mahalaga, and of course, bato-bato sa langit. Tamaan, huwag magagalit, walang tama, walang mali. Simulan natin sa ating unang fast take issue of the morning. 1 minute to answer our questions. Ang unang tanong, anong masasabi nyo sa 21-man pool ng Gilas, Pilipinas? I'll begin with you, Philip. 1 minute, go!
Ang masabi ko sa 21-man pool ng Gilas Pilipinas ay maganda. Ito ay may halo ng veterans and new players. May kita natin yung veterans na si Junmar Fajardo, Japet Aguilar, and such. Kung makakalaro sila, masasama sila sa final lineup. Magiging record ito, 3 straight FIBA World Cups. Hindi ito nagawa ng mga players natin noong araw sapagkat na-suspindi tayo noong 1963. Meron din tayo mga ibang veterans, mga madalas maglaro sa Gilas, Filipinas. Nandiyan sina Kiefer Ravena, 30 Ravena, and such. Nakikita rin natin yung ating PBA MVP, Scotty Thompson, and mga baguhang players tulad ni Jamie Malonzo at saka at ng mga iba pa. Nakikita natin na iba-iba ang halo ng Pilipinas, pero sa tingin ko mapupunan ni na Coach Chot Reyes, Coach Tim Cone and others na may pasok sana si either Justin Brownlee, Kai Sotto or Jordan Clarkson para naman magkaroon tayo ng magandang chance na makapasok sa Olympics.
Well, maganda yung himay mo doon, Philip. Talagang well-researched at natutuwa ako na nagkaroon tayo ng additional information ng mga sinabi mo. Ray, same issue. Ano ang take mo dito sa nilabas ng SBP na 21-man pool ng Gilas Pilipinas? 1 minute, Ray. Go!
Well, looking at the lineup, Commissioner, makikita mo kagad yung projection natin na magkaroon ng tallest ever lineup in years, no? Probably in history ng Philippine basketball, no? We're seeing Kai Sotto, we're seeing AJ Edu, Junmar Fajardo, Japet Aguilar, even si Carl Tamayo. Matatangkad nga yan ng mga wing players, no? And Jamie Malonzo, no? So we're going to see a tallest ever Philippine team assembled. And not to mention that we're going to have Jordan Clarkson as well being our naturalized player, no? Pero one thing na makikita mo rito sa Gilas Pilipinas right now, yung positionless basketball, no? And so far, ang dami natin nakikita the previous windows, hindi sila gumagamit ng pure point guard, no? That's one of the things na nakikita natin mga added dimensions sa laro ng Gilas Pilipinas.
Very, very interesting and a good point na positionless. Halos lahat ng pinili mga player dito ay very versatile. At tama rin yung punto ninyo na napakatangkad nitong kupunan na to. I do not envy Coach Chot Reyes. It will be very, very difficult given the situation. But again, sana ang mapipili niya ay yung mailulusot tayo dun sa group stage. Because suntok sa buwan na talaga yung pagpasok sa Final 8 dyan. Pero yung makalusot man lang sa group stage, talagang malaking bagay na yan. At pag ating tiningnan ang ating mga kalaban, Italy, Dominican Republic at Angola, malalaman na natin kung sino ang pwedeng tumapat sa kanilang mga mabibigat na player. Sana hindi maglaro si Carl Anthony Towns para sa Dominican Republic, pero pag siya'y dumating, alam na natin kung anong klaseng players ang dapat nating hugutin as well. Alright, let's go to our second fast take issue of the morning. Ito naman ay patungkol sa gaganaping NBA Finals na Game 4 mamaya-maya lamang. Ang tanong, sa likod ng 1-2 deficit ng Miami Heat playing on their home court, sa tingin nyo ba ay makakabalik pa kaya ang Miami Heat sa NBA Finals? Sisimulan ko with Ray. 1 minute, Ray. Go!
Well, Commissioner, I think makakabalik pa naman yung Heat, no? But it's different from saying that they can still win the championship, no? We can see clearly the advantage of the Nuggets, and that is the two most important positions in basketball. The center spot at saka yung point guard spots. And when you see those two Denver players, si Jokic at saka si Murray, setting history na both of them setting a triple-double performance, and that spells trouble para sa Miami Heat, no? And yun nga ang isang bagay na kinakailangan makontrol ng Miami. Siguro ang kinakailangan nilang isipin now, more than anything else of getting a game, it should be more of a possession.
Mukhang nabitin tayo, naputol ang linya ni paring Ray Hoble. Ray, yung last few sentences mo, ano yon? Anong nabanggit mo doon? Naputol ka ng konti.
I just felt that Miami needs to think about having it more of a possession game rather than getting a game out of the series, no? And that should probably get back them into the series.
Well, very, very confident words at maraming mga Miami Heat fans ang matutuwa dyan, Ray, sa mga sinabi mo. Philip, same issue. Sa likod ng 1-2 deficit ng the Heat ng Miami, makakabalik pa kaya sila sa NBA Finals? 1 minute, Philip. Go!
Ang tingin ko mamaya ngayong Game 4, mananalo ang Miami. So maitataglo nila ang serye sa 2-all. Pero ang tingin ko sa kalalabasan na series, papaborito sa Denver Nuggets. Babalik sila sa ang NBA Finals sa Denver for Game 5 at nakita naman natin kung paano gumana ang altitude doon, ang taas ng pagkaka-situate ng Denver. Mas manipis ang hangin, tapos maingay ang mga miro nila. Sobrang galing din ngayon Nikola Jokic, who is averaging 33.3 points, 14 rebounds, and 9.3 assists. Siyempre kasama naman niya, katuwang niya si Jamal Murray na may 26 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 10 assists per game. Mahirap tibagin yung dalawang yun. May halong swerte rin ang takbo ng Denver, and rightfully so. In my opinion, they deserve to win the NBA championship this year. Pero hindi naman natin minamaliit ang kapasidad ng galing ng Miami na makabalik, lalo na sa pangunguna ng ating kababayang coach Eric Spoelstra. 8 seed nakapasok sa NBA Finals, pangalawang beses pa lang ito. Denver in 7 in my opinion.
Wow, well, at least binibigyan mo ng chance ang Miami Heat, and that's all they need. Alam mo, sabi nga ni Jimmy Butler, we're not in unfamiliar territory. Ilang beses na kami sa serye ay underdog, pero nakakabalik kami. And I agree with you. I think the Miami Heat culture is the reason. Talagang porsigido, nagsasakripisyo, and I think they will still stretch the series. Although tama ka, I think Denver is just too talented, especially in scoring duo na Jokic at Murray. I think the key here is defending that the duo in their two-man game, yung screening leading to points ng Denver at yung Miami Heat 3-point shooting. Malalaman natin yan sa ilang minuto. Alright, third and final issue of the morning. Ito naman ay patungkol pa rin sa FIBA World Cup, kung saan naglabas na ang mga kuponan, lalong-lalo ng Team USA, ng kanilang mga players na maaaring makasama sa kanilang lineup. So ang tanong, sinong NBA player ang gusto nyong makitang maglaro sa Manila sa FIBA World Cup? I'll begin with you, Philip. 1 minute, go!
Kahit wala pa siya sa lineup, naturally, as a Boston Celtics fan, gusto kong makita Jason Tatum.
Wow!
Pero unlikely maglaro siguro si Jason Tatum kasi naglaro na siya na pagkakahaba-haba, 2019 FIBA World Cup, NBA Bubble, 2020 Tokyo Olympics, 2022 NBA Finals, tapos tong Eastern Conference Finals, all deep runs. So baka magpahinga muna siya to prevent such injury. Pero sino ba naman hindi gusto makita yung laro niya? Mahaba siya, magaling umiscore, tapos pogi pa. So JT, please come to Manila. Pero kung wala naman si Jason Tatum, obviously ang gusto ko makita, the next best thing, well, he is not the next best thing, he is the best thing on this planet, Nikola Jokic.
Absolutely.
Tingin ko sasakay na maraming matandang Celtics fans, parang Larry Bird siya maglaro. Triple doubles, efficient shooting, tapos ang mga pasa nakakabighani panoorin. Sakto, mapapanood natin ang laro ng Serbia sa Smart Araneta Coliseum, tapos kung ma-advance man sila sa next round sa Mall of Asia Arena.
Nakakatuwa yung mga sinabi mong pangalan. Kinikilabutan na ako marinig lang na nandyan yung mga Jokic at Tatum. Naku, Diyos ko. Ray, same question. Ito'y katuwaan lamang, ika nga, ating mga hindi naman masamang mangarap. Sinong NBA player ang gusto mong makita maglaro sa Manila sa FIBA World Cup? 1 minute, Ray, go!
Of course, if you will ask me as a fan, I would like to see LeBron James. No? That's just because I'm a Laker fan. Because I still believe he's one of the best players in the NBA or in the world. But I don't think he is playing, no. But I'm curious to see Steph Curry as well, if he's going to play for Team USA or not. Oh? But of course, we're going to see Nikola Jokic there. And realistically, you can watch Karl Anthony Towns up close and personal when Gilas plays Dominican Republic.
Grabe.
And then of course, there's Giannis, no, who will play for Greece. As sportswriters, we can only wish, as opposed to being realistic, because binibigyan lang kami ng limited spots no? Kung saan venue ka lang naka-assign, doon ka lang pupunta.
Ganun ba? Oo.
Yeah. So isang designated area lang ang ibinibigay sa amin.
Well, still, parang Disneyland para sa ating lahat ito. Nadadating ang ating mga paborito. It will be the happiest place on earth pamula ng August, sa katapusan ng Agosto. Ako, basically, lahat ng sinabi nyo, kung makakarating yan, ako yung matutuwa. But I'd like to see Victor Wembanyama na maglaro dito for France, and of course, si Joel Embiid, ang aking idol sa Philadelphia 76ers. Marami pa yan, but of course, tayo'y mag-iintay na lamang ng mga anunsyo as the FIBA World Cup gets closer and closer. Philip and Ray, maraming salamat sa oras na binigyan niyo sa amin ngayong araw na to. Ingat kayo and enjoy your long weekend.
Maraming salamat, Com Noli, sa pagkakataon.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Sir Ray.
Yan po mga kaibigan natin, mga kaibigan. Philip Mattel and of course Ray Hoble sa Fast Take. Again, wonderful takes and naku talagang nakakakilig, no? Yung maririnig nating mga dadating na mga player. Naku, Diyos ko. Kayo po, kung hindi pa kayo nakakakuha ng ticket, kumuha na kayo ha. Pero medyo mataas ng konti ang presyo. Sulit naman ho yan Once in a lifetime makakarating sa ating bansa itong mga players na ito. And of course, yung mga hindi makakapunta doon, manood po kayo sa ating coverage dito sa TV5 Network. Alright, bago tayo mag-break, isa muna pong paalala mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart. Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption, auto-detect your mobile number when you are connected to Smart Network one-tap subscription to the most popular offer, Giga Video 99, and of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live Smart! Sa ating pagbabalik, ang ating pong makakapanayam exclusive dito po sa Power and Play, Kai Sotto, yung ating pong pinagmamalaking Gilas Hopeful. Ito po ang Power and Play, hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Chooks to Go at ng True Religion. Ang oras po natin, 8:36 ng umaga.
I dare to dream big, to be a voice of my generation, to inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Nag-uumapaw sa real chicken juice. Naswak sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Available in sweet roast, pepper roast, at harissa roast variants. Chooks to Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Tawag na sa Chooks to Go Delivery Hotline 8687-1010 o online sa chookstogodelivery.com or via GrabFood at Foodpanda.
Na-miss mo ba ang game kagabi? Gusto mo bang malaman ang latest happening sa sports? Like and follow us on social media. Pwede mo nang balik-balikan ang mga paborito mong games anytime, kahit saan. At pwede mo nang i-share sa tropa. Dito lang tayo sa nag-iisang go-to tambayan ng lahat at One Sports PHL on social media.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Bawat tatay, hangad ibigay sa anak ang hindi niya natikman nung bata siya. Ngayong Father's Day, ipagdiwang natin ang mga ama na puhunan ng pagod, pasensya at panahon para sa'yo.
Huwag ka mag-alala. Si tatay na bahala. Tutuloy ka sa college.
Para sa anak na babae, siya ang unang lalaking minahal at laging mamahalin.
Dapat singwidi siya ni Papa.
Para sa anak na lalaki, siya ang role model, ang first and forever best man.
Pa, siya na ang gusto kong pakasalan.
Huwag sana kalimutan ang papel niya sa buhay natin. Nandito man siya o wala na. Happy Father's Day mula sa inyong mga kapatid sa Radyo 5 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
May masolve kayang kaso?
Isog ka nga doon. Huwag mo ako siksikin.
Pwede ba? Kanina pa kita nahalata. Naapiktado ka na nakadikit ka sa akin.
Isa pa.
Anong isa pa? Hahalikan mo na ako.
Isa pa. Tatadyakan ko na yung mukha mo. Hindi ako mahulog sa'yo.
O may feelings na mabuo?
Ikaw pa yata mahulog sa akin eh.
Jack and Jill sa Diamond Hills. Tuwing linggo, 6 p.m. Tutok lang sa TV5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Tutukan gabi-gabi ang malalimang pagsisiyasat ng mga napapanahong balita. Hihimayin ang iba't ibang anggulo para sa mas malawak na diskusyon at impormasyon. Samahan sina Ed Linggao at Mian Los Baños mula sa Frontline tonight, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 10:35 p.m. sa TV5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Broadcasting from the Radyo 5 studios in Reliance Street, Mandaluyong City, in Mega Manila. 25,000 watts of true broadcast quality. Mas pinalakas, mas pinalawak, mas pinalinaw na tunog ng AM sa FM. Ito ang 92.3 Radyo 5 True FM. True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Sa mga nag-aabang po ng NBA Finals, nagsimula na ang game number 4 between Denver at Miami. Sa kasalukuyan, tabla sila 2-all sa game 4 dyan po sa Miami. Mamaya magkakaroon tayo ng live report mula kay Homer Sayson from the Kaseya Center sa Miami, Florida. Alright, at this point mga kapatid, nung isang pong araw, kagaya na nabanggit natin, nakausap po natin si Kai Sotto na ngayon ay nagtitraining sa Amerika sa mga mini-camps in the hope that he will still make his NBA dream. Sinabi niya ang kanyang commitment sa Gilas, Filipinas ay buong-buo. Kasama po yan sa dalawang gusto niya mangyari sa kanyang buhay, ang paglalaro sa NBA at makapaglaro para sa kanyang koponan sa national team. Ito po ang ating interview with the basketball phenom from the Philippines, 7'3", Kai Sotto. At kasama na po natin ngayon ang, of course, ang pinag-uusapan ng lahat at ang pinakahihintay ng lahat. The man, the player, the star that we all are hoping will come out, and fulfill his dream. And of course, maybe also help our team reach the heights of triumph. No other than our precious gem, Kai Sotto. Magandang araw, Kai. Good to have you on Power and Play.
Thank you for having me. It's a good day today, and let's get this going.
Yeah, I know. I'm very happy. Alam ko na biglaan ito, and I'm just so happy that nagawan tayo. And I'd like to thank, of course, Chao Espaldon for making this possible. First of all, Kai, let me. You finished your stint with the Japan B League, and you had impressive numbers, even though you were limited in your games. Only 19 games played. How would you describe your B League stint so far?
I think it was a good experience. For me, the NBL season ended early, so I talked to Tony Tadas, my agent. I told him I wanted to keep playing. I wanted to stay in shape. So Japan, the B League was one of the best options for me to continue playing, and they found me a team and played in Japan, and yeah, it was a good all-around experience.
8.9 points, 6 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 19 games played. Definitely a big coming out for you in Japan, and I'm sure you will continue to play well. Best experience so far, Kai, sa B League. What has been the best experience for you in Japan?
Best experience in Japan, outside basketball court, maybe the food. The food there is sobrang sarap na pagkain. But sa court, I think making it to the playoffs was special for me. That's my first playoffs in my professional career, and another good experience was sharing the court with other Filipino players. You know, sila Kiefer, Matthew Wright, Carl, those guys. It was special for me. Yeah, it was really fun.
Well, you know, everybody was watching you, of course, even in the Philippines, following your every game, and of course playing with all those Filipino players that you mentioned. But of course, aside from the best part of your the best experiences that you've had in Japan, I'm sure you've also had your own challenges, Kai. Ano naman ang the challenges that you went through as you played in the Japan B League?
Yeah, the challenges. I think I came to the league. I came to our team a bit later, so it's a different challenge to adjust as quick as possible. So and yeah, I have no idea who I played against. Yung team sa kalaban, wala akong masyadong kilalang player, so everything. So yeah, it was a challenge, and but it was a good challenge because I was in a pretty good team. My teammates were pretty good, my coaches. So I think para sa akin, I had a good all-around experience, even though it was not easy, but it was a good experience.
Meron ka ba na-discover sa sarili mo, Kai, during that stint in Japan that you did not know about yourself? You know, after playing all those games in Australia, then you move on to Japan. Was there something that you discovered in yourself that maybe even surprised you?
I think it's just pushing myself, even though your body is not 100%, but you still gotta push through. Especially us heading into the playoffs, we want to win. Obviously, we had the chance to make it to the playoffs, and then we had a chance to advance. Unfortunately, we did that, but it's just playing in those games, just pushing myself to give my 100% every time I step on the court. Even though we weren't the top team heading into the playoffs, we were the underdogs, but. Yeah, it was a good experience. It was a good challenge. It was tough games. We lost, but we learned a lot from those games.
You played in Australia. You played in the National Basketball League. Of course, you played in the US as well, and then now you end up, of course, playing in the Japan B League with the Hiroshima Dragonflies. I want to ask you, Kai, kung i-compare mo, if you compare all these three stints of yours, your experiences in Australia, in the US, and of course in Japan, how do they compare? I guess in terms of the competition as well as, of course, in terms of the development that you've gotten from these leagues?
I think U.S., Australia, and Japan, all in all, helped me a lot. In terms of development, it's NBL and B League is two different leagues. As you know, B League is in Japan, and the imports are usually big guys. So usually every game I'm guarding the top three, one of the top three players on their team. So it's a different type of challenge. Where in Australia, all around, from 1 to 5, everybody's pretty good. There's not a lot of mismatches in Australia because everybody's pretty talented. They're a bit taller than Japanese players. So, NBA and Japan is both a different type of game, but having to experience both of them it's a good thing for me, for my development, and for my experience as well, learning a lot from playing in those two leagues.
Are you happy with the exposure that you got in both leagues, as well as, of course, the playing time that you got, and getting exposed to, as you said, to these very, very tough conditions of the tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, for me as a young player, exposure is a very big thing. It's very important. So after my NBL season, we didn't make the playoffs, so our season ended early. So instead of resting, instead of just doing nothing, I told my agents I wanted to keep playing. So they gave me a good situation in Japan, and I kept on playing, and it was a good experience. So I think that this whole year has been a very busy year for me, but I really learned a lot, and feel like I've gotten better this year, and it was a good season.
Obviously, this is something that, as you said, it was a very good year. One after the other, nagkaroon ka ng opportunity to play. Perhaps it may be serendipitous in a way dahil your team in the NBL did not make the playoffs, and then of course you went to Japan and you still played. Will this be a trend? Assuming, and I'm not going to talk about yet your plans in the NBA, but will this be a trend if ever that you will play both leagues in the future?
I mean, it still depends where I play. Right now, I'm not really looking too much on the future. I'm just trying to focus on the present, on what I'm doing today. So many things can happen in the next couple of months. So I'm just trying to focus on what I can do today, and whatever happens after that, happens.
Well, let's talk about today then, because I think that's really what a lot of people are asking about. Nasaan na ba si Kai? What is he doing? Obviously, we've heard about your joining the Utah minicamp. And at this point, let me bring in as well your agent from Wasserman Agency, Sports Agency, no other than Tony Ronzone. Tony, good day. Thank you for joining us as well. First of all, this is my first time to be talking to you. How big, what did you see in Kai, in the Wasserman group that, convinced everyone there that this is a guy that, should be part of our pool?
Yeah, we were fortunate to get introduced. We've known Kai just from the NBA circles and just watching him as a younger player in Philippines develop and grow. And then we got introduced to him by Patty and Marie from East West, brought us to our attention, and taught us, and I kind of took it, by the reins to, put together a plan for Kai. And, we, hindsight, wish I had him about 2 years ago, but we have him now, and we're taking it step by step. And like he said, is the future he's concentrating on today. Today is his goal is to get better every day. Our plan for him is to develop him, to learn the NBA game, to learn how to be a pro, all and above.
You were, and obviously your experience with the NBA is extensive. You were an executive of the NBA, or at least of the teams in the NBA once upon a time, and now you are a one of the bigger sports agencies in the U.S. Tony, are those experiences of Kai in Australia and Japan going to be big in terms of maybe his NBA dream?
There's no question, because you figure a lot of the players that enter to the draft, they've been in college for 2, 3 years, 4 years, some of them. Kai had to leave his home country, the Philippines. He had to learn to live on his own in Australia. He had to learn to live on his own in the USA. He had to learn to live in Japan and go to another league, learn to play with different coaches, different teammates, learn different defenses, different offensive, schemes of how to play the game, the terminology. As he's with us right now in our Wasserman facility in LA, we're teaching him how to play the NBA game. Again, new terminology when he goes to these mini camps. It's a constant learning process for Kai. So it's a lot thrown at him at once, and he's doing a great job adjusting to it. And when he goes to these mini camps, he's going against 25, 27-year-old men who are hungry, who want a job in the NBA. And so Kai is going in there against men. He's a 21-year-old. He hasn't done this for a long time. He spent 2 years in Australia, and then he went to Japan. And, Japan is a grown man league, too. It's all Americans that are 6'10" and 7 foot, and they're 28 years old. And so Kai's learning a lot right now, and he's doing a fantastic job. And again, with the team we have behind him, he's got complete support with Patty Marie and with Tadas and I in the Wasserman Group, with his father, his family, so he and the Filipino nation, of course, who is all crazy and love the game. And so we have a plan, and we're just taking it day by day. And
all right.
We could talk later in this about, our next steps moving forward for Kai.
Absolutely. So I want to talk about today. And Kai, you just came from your Utah mini camp, of course. Tell us a little bit about that. How was that? What did you go through in the camp? And was it all that you expected?
It was good. I think it was a good experience. First of all, Utah, it's a different place. It's got a higher altitude, so it made us. It was harder to breathe. Like during the mini, they were already saying, "Oh, you gotta prepare for the altitude. You're gonna be a little more tired." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm ready for it." But everybody, it's like 26 of us in the mini camp, and everybody got tired early, but it's just a lot of competing, a lot of 5-on-5, a lot of just playing your game. They just give you the opportunity to play, and then just push yourself, and hopefully you play good today. And then there's another mini camp training the next day, so it's 2 days of mini camp, and I think it's a good experience. It's my first time doing it. I had fun. I have more mini camps prepared, but
terrific. Can you tell us a little bit about who was in the mini camp? Who were the people there? I mean, who were the other players that you saw there that obviously are trying to make a team, as Tony said a while ago?
Well, some guys there are players from overseas. Some guys played in the G League, and some guys are before past NBA players who are trying to back a roster.
Wow!
So as what Tony said, you got a lot of guys that like me, who wants a job or who wants a spot on an NBA roster. So during that day of the minicamp, it's very competitive.
Right. Well, Tony said, mentioned about the NBA game, that you are learning the NBA game. Kai, when you compare it with the Japan B League, for instance, your stint in the NBL, your stint even with Ignite, for instance, what does this NBA game look like, and how are you learning this right now, Kai? How are you adjusting?
Obviously, the NBA game is faster, more athletic, and the basketball court is a little bigger than the normal FIBA court, but yeah, the NBA game is not easy, but it's fun to play because it's fast paced. You know, you can pretty much do what you want to do on offense. You know, it's just fast for me. It's just faster and more athletic, so that's what makes it more fun.
Tony, let me ask you about these camps. What are teams, what are scouts, what are coaches looking at in these camps from players like Kai Sotto?
They're looking at, can he be coached? Is he coachability? That means when they write up a play, can he adjust to it? Does he know where to go at the right place, the right time? Does he have a good pace? Is he in condition? How does he attack when he's getting double team on the post? Can he throw the ball out of the post? Can he make a play if he has a smaller guy on him? Can he go over his left shoulder, right shoulder? Can he run the floor? Does he make good decisions when he has the ball? They're looking at all those aspects of the foot skills, the hand skills, and the mental skills. You know, like he's talking about the altitude in Utah. They want to know, can he adjust to it? Does he quit? Does he keep fighting through it? As they know, all players are getting tired. Those things are very important. They're looking at all aspects of his game. Can he play against stronger guys? That's the biggest thing, is the strength factor. Is, you know, for Kai, he's a younger guys that are big, just their bodies aren't developed. As a 27-year-old guy that's played in the pros and had to play overseas and has come back now. So they're looking at all those factors of his game and how he adjusts, and does he play with no fear? You know, is he affected by playing against a guy that's 270 pounds on the post? Does he back down? You know, those things are really important that they're looking at from a coach standpoint.
Well, you know, and when you talk about this, I know we've read that, Kai, you will be going to other mini camps. How significant is a mini camp as well as the NBA Summer League for Kai's dreams of making the NBA?
It's very important because we're educating these teams on who Kai Sotto is. They're seeing, has he improved since his days at G League Ignite? Has he improved playing in Adelaide? Has he improved playing in the B League? Does he want it? Does he have the heart? Is he hungry? He has all those. He just got to show it to these teams. He's, you know, again, if we could have reversed this a year ago, we would have had Kai work out with probably 15 NBA teams, put him in a position to be ahead of where he is now. We're playing catch up right now, which is fine. We're just going a different way of doing it to get him to the next spot, the next level. So he's got a couple more mini camps to perform at, and we're continuing to work him out for the whole next month to get him ready for the camps and everything that's moving forward.
Kai, are you a better player now? After all that you've been through, and now that you're going through these mini camps, you know, you went through, of course, prior to that, a lot of scouts had looked at you, but do you think you're a better player now, Kai?
I feel like I'm a better player. I feel like I get better every day. And a lot of it is mental as well. I've learned so much from my past experiences, playing in all these different leagues, different games. But yeah, I feel like I'm a better player now, and I just have to, as Tony said, I just have to show it. I just have to do my best, my 100% effort every time I step on the court, and you know, those are the things that I can control, and that's what I'm focusing on. And
well, you are obviously targeting the NBA Summer League, and you know, we've read about this, that in July that is the plan, Tony. But let me ask Kai, what do you expect from the NBA Summer League?
It will be competitive. So a lot of I think the NBA rookies will be there. A lot of guys like me who wants to have a spot on an NBA roster. Everybody's chasing that same goal, same dream. So it's going to be competitive. So yeah, it's going to be fun as well. So I can't wait. I hope to get on a team in the summer league. Then I could show what I can do.
For those that are ignorant, Tony, how does that happen? Does Kai get picked by a team? Do you put him in a team? What is the process?
He's got to show it. We've got his name out there. People were educating teams on him. That's why he's going to these mini camps. He has workouts. They know he's working out in LA. We're working on his game, trying to get him in better shape, better conditioning. There's two areas that Kai is very impressive with. One, he rebounds well. I think that's an elite skill set, and I think he needs to even expand that more. I think he can get 8 rebounds with his eyes closed. I think he needs to go to 12 with his eyes open because he's that talented. And I think that, and I'm telling him that directly, and I think his passing skills, as you can tell with the big men in the league right now, with the Sabonis, Jokic, what is elite skill passing? Kai, you can't teach Kai how to do that. He's already been taught growing up in the Philippines. To all the coaches he's had in the Philippines, to their credit, he has a skill set as a great passer. And now he just got to be more aggressive with the ball, look to score, dunk on people, just play with more aggression. And the sky's the limit for him. So he's there. He's there, but we're trying to push him to another level. And he's getting there.
Well, we're getting very excited. I'm getting very excited. And obviously, everybody will be looking forward to seeing Kai play in the NBA Summer League. But of course, before that, there are certain quarters in the Philippines, obviously, that are asking about our national team because the FIBA World Cup will be played in the Philippines as the main host of the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Now, Kai, Derechahan, are you playing or planning to join the Gilas pool?
Well, first of all, I never said no to represent my country. I've been playing for my country ever since I was 14 years old. I don't get what other people are saying about me not wanting to join, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to listen to it. As I said, I'm just focusing on the now. I don't want to focus on much of the other stuff. Tony can explain more about that, but yeah, I never said no to play for my country because that's my dream ever since I started playing basketball. It's like my top 2 dreams to make it to the NBA and represent the national team. So.
Absolutely, and that's great news. That's music to our ears in the Philippines, and obviously, many people are wondering, if ever Kai will join the pool. So let me ask you, Tony, as Kai had pointed at you, isn't it as important as well to showcase Kai in the FIBA World Cup as it is to showcase him in the NBA Summer League?
No question. I mean, I worked with the USA Olympic team for 8 years. I was with LeBron and Kobe and Chris Paul and all the great players for 8 years. And that was, as Kai's dream, that was my dream. And I have a great opportunity to get 3 gold medals. So, yeah, I think it's, to represent your country and have that Filipino Gilas name on your front of your jersey is huge. So, as we continue with this process, we are just, again, Kai is focusing on today, tomorrow, and that time's going to come soon. But you already heard what he said. He wants to be part of it, and we support him in whatever he wants to do. But today we got to just continue to make him a better player to pursue the first step of his dream, and then we'll go from there. Is that good, Kai?
That's great.
Guys, so have you actually communicated this with any of the members of SBP or with Coach Chot in Gilas?
Me, no, I haven't spoken to anybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Tony will speak to them, but for me personally, I haven't been messaged or yeah. So that's.
So from you to us, how much of you can commit to Gilas? Let's say they say that they want you in the FIBA World Cup to play. How much of that? How much can you commit to the national team?
Well, obviously, FIBA World Cup is a really big opportunity for me as a player, and also it's going to be in the Philippines. So why would a guy like me want to miss that? So I mean, every chance I get to represent my country is a blessing. So as I said, it's 2 months from now. So. As I said, I'm here in the U.S. trying to focus on these mini camps, in summer league, and then whatever happens after that happens.
In that sense, Tony, because I know that Coach Chot Reyes, the head coach of the national team, has said that availability will be very important in terms of how all of these players in the pool and when they start training abroad, Is that something that has been plotted in by your group for Kai Sotto?
Yeah, like I said, he already heard what he wants. It's just a matter of us. We just look. What is he doing right now? He's in the gym every morning at 8:30 with our trainers. He is working on his game, learning to become a better player. He is getting constant education of becoming a better player. He's working on his body. He's training. He has played as much as anybody probably in the world the last year. So that moving forward is pretty exciting if I'm from the Philippines, because I know that I have Kai Sotto that's played over, 60 games coming into the summer, that he's ready to go. So he's going to be in great condition. He's going to be ready to go. And again, we're just trying to focus on Kai, on getting better tomorrow when he wakes up, when he comes to our facility.
All right. Well, I know that I've taken a lot of your time, but let me end with this, Tony. And before I end with Kai, Tony, how far is Kai Sotto from his NBA dream?
He's there. It's just a matter of him taking the next step. He's there. Skill-wise, he's got it. You can't teach height. You can't teach his ability to score, shoot the three ball. Most bigs can't shoot the three ball. Kai could shoot the three ball. So he's right there. It's just a matter of him grabbing it, and that's why we're going through the process right now. We're escalating it quickly because we're trying to get him ready. And again, we're coming up soon to 2 more mini camps. We got continuous workouts, and then we got summer league. So it's all within the next month. I mean, these next 4 weeks are very important. And Kai's got to, like, he's in his bedroom right now. He's going to be going to sleep after this because he got to get proper.
Yeah, I'm keeping him up. So let me ask and end this with this guy. We've already known that you have had a contract extension in the Japan B League with an opt-out clause in case the NBA decides to pick you up. You've said that your priorities are Gilas and, of course, the NBA. Kai, are you in a better place now, and are you all set really to serve both Gilas Filipinas and, of course, the dream that you've been working on?
Yeah, I feel like Tony has been emphasizing this. It's just for me grabbing every opportunity I can get and showing that I'm a better player and just giving my 100% effort. I mean, as a player, all you can ask for is an opportunity to play and to show what you can do. And I think I'm in a really good situation to do that here in the U.S. In these mini camps. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. And hopefully I do great. And we'll see what happens.
Mensahe mo siguro, Kai. Just finally, your message to the Filipino fans. Well, yan lang po ang ating panayam kay Kai Sotto, mga kapatid. Again, yung ating pong nakita doon, yung kanyang kahandaan, yung po kanyang commitment to play for the national team. Of course, meron siyang hinahabol din na personal na kanyang pangarap. At siguro hindi po natin dapat hadlangan yan. At malinaw naman sinabi ng kanyang agent, kasama niya kanina si Tony Ronzone ng Wasserman Sports. Sabi niya, kasing halaga ng FIBA World Cup, yung paglalaro niya sa FIBA World Cup, ang kanyang paglalaro sa NBA Summer League. So, nakikita niyo po na sila talaga ay merong plano. Sana po wag nating alisin yan, sapagkat at the end of the day, hindi lamang si Kai ang magbebenepisyo, kung hindi ang buong bansa. Alright, yan po. Maraming salamat again kay Chow Espaldon sa kanyang pagbigay sa atin ng panahon para sa ating interview with Kai Sotto. Alright, before we take a break, silipin muna natin ang isang ating viral video sa mundo ng palakasan sa ating pong Stop and Pop.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Ang title ng video nito ngayong linggo po ito ay Focus para di matisod. Panoorin niyo po itong batang ito ha. Kakaiba ang training pagdating sa dribble, sa football. Bukod sa matinding cardio, ang kailangan sa treadmill, kailangan niya pang iwasan ang mga obstacles na yan. Sa murang edad, ipinakita niya ang balance, coordination at stamina. Hindi malabong makita natin yan, batang yan, sa mga pro club ilang taon mula ngayon. Pero ngayon, siya ay nasa ating Stop and Pop. Ang score po sa laban ng Miami at saka ng Denver sa kasalukuyan, 28-25 lamang ang Nuggets. And when we return, we will have Homer Sayson live from Miami. Ito po ang Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Chooks to Go at ng True Religion. Ang oras po natin, 9:40 ng umaga.
I dare to dream big, to be a voice of my generation, to inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai Stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day. Plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Nag-uumapaw sa real chicken juice na swak sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Available in sweet roast, pepper roast, at harissa roast variants. Chooks to Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Tawag na sa Chooks to Go Delivery Hotline 8687-1010 o online sa chookstogodelivery.com or via GrabFood at Foodpanda.
Totoong favorite song mo? Vote na sa Radyo 5 True FM FB page para counted ang kanta mo at maisali sa favorite songs ng Top 20 sa linggo. True Hit List. Alas 12 ng tanghali hanggang alas 2 ng hapon. Para makasama ang true favorite mo, vote na dito! Now na! Let's play favorites! True Hit List sa 92.3 Radyo 5 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Tumulog na ang gandingan. Rinig na rinig ang Radyo 5 True FM sa 17th Gandingan Awards sa pagkilala sa mga kawani ng media na may temang Kabuhayan, Buhay ng Bayan. Pinarangalan ng UP Com Broadsop ng UP Los Baños ang programang Ted Filon, DJ Chacha sa Radyo 5 bilang Most Development-Oriented FM Program. Best FM Radio Program host naman po ang Queen of FM Radio na si DJ Chacha. At dahil pinapalakas niya ang boses ng masa sa sektor ng kabuhayan, waging-wagi bilang gandina ng kalikasan si Ted Filon. Dumagundong muli ang gandingan. Maraming salamat po at buong pusong pagbati mula sa inyong mga kapatid sa 92.3 Radyo 5 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Namiss mo ba ang game kagabi? Gusto mo bang malaman ang latest happening sa sports? Like and follow us on social media. Pwede mo nang balik-balikan ang mga paborito mong games anytime, kahit saan. At pwede mo nang i-share sa tropa. Dito lang tayo sa nag-iisang go-to tambayan ng lahat at One Sports PHL on social media.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taon pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
25,000 watts ng totoong tunog ng FM radio.
Totoong pinalakas, totoong pinagtibay ng mga batikang mamamahayag sa paghahatid ng news,
Public service,
entertainment,
music,
information at inspiration para sa bawat kapatid, bawat Pilipino. Ito ang 92.3 Radyo 5 True FM. Dito tayo sa totoo.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Ayun buntag, ganin nyo tanan mga kapatid, lalo lang po dyan sa Cebu City at sa Cagayan de Oro City. Bago po natin puntahan ang anyong kababayan na si Homer Sayson doon po sa Miami, isa muna pong pagpapasalamat at pagpupugay sa ating mga sponsors dito po sa Power and Play.
Sa Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum, sa ganitong pabago-bago ang panahon mga kapatid. Sobrang init, minsan uulan, kailangan natin ng matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum. Kapag may aluminum, tsak na pang matagalan. At isa lang ang alam kong tikalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom, tibay protektado sa pang matagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum.
Thank you!
Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro, how neat it is to have a 7-seater SUV that has a powerful engine, world-class safety standards, and the latest tech features. Bet you didn't know that the all-new Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro has all these features and more at a very affordable price range. Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro is equipped with a 1.6 turbocharged gasoline direct injection engine, an advanced driver assistance system, and 12 other safety features including intelligent high beam control, lane departure warning, and traffic sign recognition. The flagship Tiggo 8 Pro allows you more control of the wheel. What's great is you can also join the green revolution with Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro plug-in hybrid electric vehicle or PHEV. So book a test drive now via www.cherryauto.ph or visit a Cherry dealership near you.
Thank you!
Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Subukan ang kanilang pinakabagong oven roasted chicken na mas pinasarap dahil sa nag-uumapaw na flavorful chicken juice. Try their harissa roast, sweet roast, and pepper roast variants. Subukan din ang Chooks, the first dine-in restaurant ng Chooks to Go. Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan.
Thank you!
True religion is in the Philippines, where passion meets power. Experience it firsthand. For your best style choices, visit True Religion at Conrad S. Maison Mall of Asia Complex, Resorts World Manila, Asienta Designer Outlet, Silang, Cavite. Visit their newest branch at Grand Wing, Newport City, Resorts World Manila. True Religion, where passion meets power.
Thank you!
Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo. Mga kasundo, first booking nyo, use promo code JRMC Taxi. 50% off on your first motorcycle taxi ride. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Download the Joyride Super App on Google Play Store and the App Store for your Joyride MC Taxi, which is safe, affordable, quality, and fast. Joyride, ang bago nyong kasundo.
Thank you!
Elms Seafood Paluto, the latest offering of the Elms Resto Bar Group, located at Unit 2, ground floor, Calle Bistro Ever Commonwealth, Quezon City. Enjoy their delectable seafood menu in a relaxed, casual dining atmosphere for your salo-salo seafood meal. Elms Seafood Paluto.
Thank you!
Skin your face and body anti-aging center with branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills, San Juan. For your skin assessment and treatment schedule, please call 0917-890-1640 or 0977-809-8886.
Thank you!
Asea Subic Beach Resort. Experience the getaway that you deserve and dive into limitless happenings, rejuvenating experiences, and gastronomic adventures. Asea Subic Beach Resort.
Thank you!
And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live Smart.
Thank you!
Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga tagapagtaguyod, the supporters dito po sa Power and Play. We're going on our 6th year and going strong. Alright, at this point mga kapatid, ipasok na po natin ang ating kaibigan live from Miami, the Kasaya Center. in Miami, Florida. Walang iba kundi si Homer Sayson covering the NBA Finals. Homer, magandang araw sa iyo dyan. Let me get straight to the point. I know the game is ongoing. Lamang ang Denver by 4 at the moment. What is the mood in Miami, Homer? Ito ba being treated as do or die para sa Heat? Homer, your audio. Your vid. Parang nakamute ka pa yata. Alright, we'll try to get back to Homer Sayson. Siya po ay nasa Kaseya Center right now. Live po ito. And sa kasalukuyan mga kapatid, lamang po ang Denver Nuggets 40-34. Alright, we're ready with Homer. Alright, Homer, go ahead please.
Yes, Commissioner, this is excited ang mga tao dito because, it's a home game. But also, there is a little sobriety kasi if they lose this game, Commissioner, I don't see any reason. It's almost impossible to win Game 5 at 7 doon sa Denver. But, it's Miami. They call it the Sunshine State. So, happy ang mga tao dito. Not an empty seat in the house, Commissioner. Over 20,000. The celebrities are here. Fun game so far. But, alam mo na, Denver, very tough to beat. Even on the road, Commissioner.
Kanina, obviously, malaking problema ng Miami. Again, dealing with Jokic, dealing with Murray and the rest of the team. But we've seen in the first quarter kung paano inaatake ng Miami si Jokic. In fact, Jokic almost had a near injury. How is Jokic right now? What do you see as the difference in the start of this game number 4 para sa Miami, Homer?
Well, they're trying to do what they did in Game 2, Commissioner, which is to force Jokic into a scorer instead of a passer. Because when he makes those passes, he averages, like right now, he's averaging 9.3 assists per game. But if you limit those assists, that means the continuity, the communal play na famous in Denver is missing there. But at the end of the day, Commissioner, I think it boils down to rebounding. In this series, Commissioner, Denver is not 34 in rebounds. That's important in rebound. Rebounds allows you second bites at the apple. It allows you to control and dictate the pace. Kasi mas gusto ang Miami to, if you see the pace of this game, mas gusto nila to circumvent the size disadvantage. Mas gusto nila bilisan ng laro. But Denver is more methodical and they can dictate the pace kung lamang sila sa rebound. And also, the key for Miami, Commissioner, as we see here, 41-34 dito sa second quarter, the key here is three-point shooting. Believe it or not, in the first 3 games, Commissioner, plus 51 ang Miami from three-point shooting. So if they play the perfect three-point game, a good shooting percentage, they would have a chance. But then again, like I said, Commissioner, Denver is just so tough to beat with their size, their length, and their mobility. Saka chemistry nila, Commissioner, they've been playing together since the bubble pa with only few tweaks in their lineup.
All right, very, very good points. As sinabi mo, right now, Miami's +3 on rebounding, and of course, their three-point shooting will be key. But there's another factor na binabanggit ng mga experts. It's the pace of the game. This particular break between Game 3 and Game 4 is the least number of days of rest for both teams. And considering that Miami, or rather Denver, had to fly to Miami, sabi nila dapat daw increase ng Miami ang pace because this may just test the conditioning of Denver. Do you think that Miami is doing this? Is this something that you are noticing? Is this something that maybe could help Miami in this game number 4?
Yeah, not really, Commissioner, because of 2 things. Number 1, you have to remember, Denver is so used to playing at a high altitude location. So, the pace and speed of the game, hindi problema sa kanila ron. We saw that in the Lakers series. Tapos, sa pangalawa, Commissioner, they have 9 players on their pace. Tingnan mo, you can look back to Game 3, na Brown suddenly from out of nowhere scored 15 points. So, marami silang magagamit. We haven't even seen Caldwell Pope, Aaron Gordon exploding in this series. So, this could be the game for them, Commissioner. And right now, the pace is favoring Denver. Now, as we speak.
What's going on with Jimmy Butler, Homer? Totoo ba na meron siyang, he's dealing with some family matters, particularly with his father?
Yes, totoo yan, Commissioner. But, this, I won't consider that as an explanation or an excuse. because this, you don't become an elite athlete when you do not have the facility to compartmentalize. Diba? These are the kinds of people, like, remember, in 1987, Joe Dumars, his father died on the morning of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. He scored 37 points, Commissioner. So these are players. These are players that are elite players, and like I said, would have the facility to compartmentalize. So Jimmy is just, he had carried this team even before. You have to remember, Commissioner, for Miami to get here, they were 3 minutes away from elimination. Natalo sila. Remember, natalo sila sa Atlanta in their opening play-in game, and then they have to beat the Chicago Bulls down 8 with 2:57 to go. Kung natalo sila in that game, they would have been eliminated. And then he had to carry them against the Knicks, carry them against the Celtics, and now against the Denver Nuggets. You can only expend yourself so much. That's why Jimmy Butler, Commissioner, is only averaging 20 points in this series. And then you look at his shooting percentage, it's 33% on the field. So it's fair to say na, yung sinabi mo na there's 2 games in between lang or 2 days, maybe that's not helping Butler either. So yun medyo napapagod na rin si Jimmy Butler, Commissioner. And you have to remember, in the series against Boston, he's in Milwaukee, the series against Milwaukee, remember, he sat 1 game because of a sprained ankle.
All right.
So he's banged up and he's tired and carrying the team for as long as he had carried them.
Well, sa tagal ng mga seryeng nilaro nila, of course, mas pagod ang Miami, having to go through the play-in and of course now all the way to the NBA Finals. Let's talk about the other superstar on the other team, Nikola Jokic. 11 triple-doubles in 18 playoff games, 2 out of 3 in the finals. How is Jokic redefining basketball and the European player, Homer? What is the sense now in the NBA?
No, Commissioner, alam mo, they always say na mabait daw si Jokic. Pero may bisyo pala, Commissioner. Alam mo anong bisyo ni Jokic, Commissioner?
Oh.
Ginawa niyang bisyo na mag-triple-double every game. So it is so, Commissioner, this has to always be, even back to the days of Drazen Petrovic, Tony Kukoc, those guys from Europe who had come before him. The secret or the main weapon that they brought to the game was the community play, the willingness to pass, to give up a good shot for a better one. And it's, what makes it special also, Commissioner, is this, the ability to handle the ball. How many times have we seen Jokic rebound the ball and lead the fast break? And that's what makes him so difficult to defend. And then yun na nga, he has the peripheral vision of a fish. Makikita niya maski anong angle, the bounce passes, the nifty, fourth-court passes. Ang galing talaga. It's so hard. That's why everybody, it's so funny how, people are beginning to walk back their comments. Si Lisa Salters ng ESPN, sabi niya, no, I've never really seen him play before. Ang galing. And many people who had voted for Embiid suddenly said, I made a mistake. I should have voted Jokic. Jokic is the most underappreciated big star. But not anymore, Commissioner. We've seen him, the full arsenal. He can shoot a 3. Even LeBron James. Even Anthony Davis, they said, no, this guy's so hard to guard. Because he brings to you a consistency that not many players bring. Di ba tingnan mo si Anthony Davis? What was the biggest knock on Anthony Davis? He cannot string 2 games together to save his life. Pero Jokic, win or lose, he gives you, the average niya, Commissioner, is out of this world. 33.3 points per game, 14 rebounds, 9.3 assists. And that doesn't even include the things that the statistics do not take track of, like yung dinidistract niya yung mga pasa because of the 7'4" wingspan, yung mga drives ng mga players na distract niya because he's there. So that's it. And not only that, the love that they have for each other. They really genuinely, yun ang sabi ni Shaquille O'Neal, for a championship team to win the chip, they have to really not only play together but really genuinely like each other. That's what Denver is, Commissioner.
Yes, and
talaga makikita. Even when I was in Denver, yung natalo sila game 2, the locker room, hindi sila galit, hindi walang blaming. Si LeBron James, pag makita mo may mistake yung teammate niya, kita mo yung body language, di ba? And you look at Luka Doncic at Dallas Mavericks, you think na ay maling whistle, talagang complain na. Denver just don't. They go on to the next play, and that's what makes them so good. And I think also, Commissioner, we speak so much, and deservedly so, about Eric Spoelstra. But what about Michael Malone?
Right.
Michael Malone has been a coach in the NBA since 1992. Had earned his first as an assistant. Tatay niya was also a very good coach in the NBA. He had earned his first commissioner. And then, respetado siya ng mga players. Not many coaches, commissioners, and berate their players, call them out in public, and you still have a job the next day. Diba? Look at Trae Young. Diba? Na-fire out niya yung coach niya. Look at Bodenhauser, gone in Milwaukee, supposedly because hindi siya pumayag na the reason, according to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, yung line item nila is this. Now, Anti-Kupompo daw, Commissioner, he asked to guard Jimmy Butler. Tapos, hindi pinayagan ni Bodenhauser kasi mapagod daw. So that was one of the reasons why Anti-Kupompo did not endorse. But going back, Malone, superstar players niya, they all adore him. Pag pinagalitan, hindi nila tinitake personally. So, coaching is also very good at Denver's end, Commissioner.
Well, I want to ask you about Mike Malone. Sabi nga niya, during the LA series, lahat daw na pinag-uusapan, ang ganda-ganda na nilalaro nila Jokic, pero lagi ang pinag-uusapan is the Lakers, LeBron, and AD. And now that they have the media attention, Homer, are they relishing this? Or is this something that doesn't really matter? Hindi sila nape-pressure with all the media attention finally being given to the Nuggets?
No, they're not. They're not used to it because Denver, Commissioner, historically is a football town. Denver will always be known for the Denver Broncos of the National Football League. So hindi rin sila basketball. They're not like Boston, Commissioner. Look at Boston. Kahit na palaging manalo si Tom Brady, but the Boston Celtics are the king of the town. So the same with Denver. So they're not used to it. They've always been used to the second fiddle treatment na hindi kami and you have to consider LA is the number 2 market behind the New York Knicks. People will always talk about LeBron kasi may mga personality, Commissioner. Look at the Lakers. There's so many good stories to write. Like for instance, Austin Reeves is supposedly dating Taylor Swift now. Anthony Davis is supposedly practicing his free throw. Maraming mga storyline with Denver. All you see is the simplicity, the beauty of the game. Hindi flashy ang Denver, but they're so good. That's why they don't get the media attention, but they're gonna get the championship.
I want to ask you about Tyler Hero. What is the latest on Tyler Hero? Is there a chance he can play?
According to the Miami Herald, Commissioner, it will depend on how the series will go, how the series will play. Kasi ang galing ng pinakita ni Commissioner, these two players, Caleb Martin and Duncan Robinson, would not necessarily have the minutes to help si Tyler Hero. Because Tyler Hero was your starter, averaging 33 minutes during the regular season. You do not want to mess your chemistry late at this stage. And not only that, Commissioner, with a broken hand, you get compromised. You do not have the same assertion on defense, diba? And then you also have the little hesitation. Kasi papaloin lang yan, mag-dribble ka. When you gather on the way to a layup, somebody would just hit your hand, diba? So, I think Tyler Hero will not. I would be surprised if we see action in this NBA Finals.
All right. Well, we're looking right now at the game at 7 na lamang ng Denver and they are running. Jokic is playing, of course. Wala siyang injury. Hindi niya iniinda yan. And Denver now with only about a minute and a half remaining is up by 7. Let me ask you about other matters, Homer, before I let you go. What are you hearing around the league about Kai Sotto?
Oh, okay, Commissioner, exclusive to her. I just got a text message today. Kai Sotto will get an invite to play in the summer league for the Dallas Mavericks.
Wow, Dallas Mavericks.
I did reach out to the cut of Kai Sotto and di muna nila ilabas out of respect for the New York Knicks because Kai Sotto is going to work out with the New York Knicks on July 12, 13, and 14. Pero from the text message I got from the league, a league source, i-forward ko sa iyo, Commissioner.
Okay.
And it said that they were really, really impressed. Even Mark Cuban, the owner ng Milwaukee Bucks, he emailed me the other day, last Tuesday, and impressed siya kay Kai Sotto. So I'm not surprised na ini-invite si Kai Sotto for the summer league in the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, that is great news. Of course, we spoke to him and nilabas natin kanina and obviously this is wonderful news. Hopefully, that will also bode well para sa kanyang stint sa Gilas, Pilipinas. Talking about Gilas, where is Jordan Clarkson? Homer, ano ang kanyang condition right now and will he be ready to go para sa Gilas?
Jordan Clarkson is in London right now, Commissioner, having some long, the previous commitment. He will be back in the U.S. sometime in late this month, and his family is Team Clarkson is negotiating with SBP right now kung lalaro siya sa World Cup. Meron lang mga sa mga stipulations sa contract, but eventually I think Jordan Clarkson is good to go as a player for Gilas in the World Cup, Commissioner.
All right,
yes, go ahead, Commissioner.
Okay, I got last 2 questions for you because malapit na mag-halftime. May sinulat ka sa column mo or sa post mo that there is a Filipino player that will be playing for the SK Knights. What is the clue? Ano ba ang latest dyan?
Commissioner, sorry to burst your bubble. I did not write that.
Hindi ka ba noon? Naunahan ko pa pala ikaw. Meron daw maglalaro ng Pinoy player para sa SK Knights, and that's gonna be very interesting. But I will keep that. I think what you wrote about is Maverick Ahanmisi.
Yes, that one. I did write that one.
Okay, so ano ang latest kay Maverick Ahanmisi, Homer?
Nakausap kong kampo niya kagabi, Commissioner, just before I was about to board the plane last night, this morning in Chicago before I came to Miami. May offer ang San Miguel at saka PNC sa kanya, Commissioner. So, I don't know if it would be the 900,000 na hiningi niya sa Converge, but those are the 2 teams that have a very realistic chance of signing Ahanmisi kasi Converge has really burned the bridge when it comes to Ahanmisi. Hindi na siya babalik doon, Commissioner. So, San Miguel or pupunta pa siya sa PNC.
Well, the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. So, dating sa PBA.
Yes. Commissioner, we should do a requiem mass on the parity of the PBA. Rustica and Patsy, rest in peace, fairness and parity in the PBA.
Half a minute remaining. Bumabalik ang Miami in this series. Homer, what is your thinking? Who will win game number 4?
Commissioner, I like Miami, but this pace right now, I'm only speaking because what I'm seeing in the first half, I'm liking Denver, Commissioner. When you are a road team, the most important thing you do is to withstand that barrage because the home team is going to come to you like a credit card bill, unrelenting, sustaining. If you withstand that barrage, you have a big chance. And that's exactly what Denver is doing right now.
All right. Well, don't forget my championship shirt, Homer, pag nanalo ang Denver, lalo na dahil wala nakukuhang Denver na shirt. But look at my shirt. I'm in an NBA shirt. So, you know that I've been following you and of course all that you've written about the NBA. Maraming salamat from the Kasaya Center.
Commissioner, before ako mag-thank ng sponsors ko, itong writer ng Sports and A, si Ebert, mag-say hi sa mga listeners mo. Say hi to Noli.
Hello. Great seeing you. Thank you so much, Homer.
Commissioner, I just want to thank one of my sponsors, Midas Corporation, Commissioner. They've been supporting me, my travels to the NBA Finals. Pasalamat ako kay Serge Aurelio, a very passionate basketball fan. At saka may kaibigan din tayo, Perne, kagaya ni Jokic, may bisyo din. I cannot name him here, pero bigyan kita ng clue. He loves golf and he loves Cajun cooking. Kilala ko yan, Commissioner.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you, mga kaibigan.
Thank you very much.
Live from Miami, ang ating po kaibigan, Homer Sayson from the Kasaya Center. 55-51 ang score, 3.4 seconds remaining in the first half. Butler at the line and it's been a good first half so far. And again, patuloy po nating pag-uusapan ito hanggang sa kaduluduluhan ng show. Alright, bago po tayo maano dito sa NBA, pag-usapan naman natin ang magiging kampanya po ng ating National Women's Football Team na papunta na po sa FIFA Women's World Cup dyan po sa New Zealand and Australia. At mapalad po tayo ngayon na makakasama natin walang iba kundi ang Pangulo ng Philippine Football Federation sa kanilang paghahanda sa Women's World Cup. Walang iba kundi si Mr. Mariano Nonong Araneta. Magandang umaga.
Good morning, Commissioner Yala.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Boss Nonong. Unang-una, let me ask you kasi kamusta? Nabalitaan natin na nagsisimula na ang training camp ng Filipinas. Anong plano ng Filipinas right now, Nonong?
Training camp muna kami sa Australia for 1 month for acclimatation kasi parang winter sila doon, di ba? And then after that, then we go to our base camp in New Zealand. But may mga naka-line up kasi na friendlies.
Okay.
But we're still finalizing it, so I cannot say about these friendlies at the moment. But may naka-line up na friendlies against I think one European team also.
And in Australia, sino ang ilang players ang dinala ninyo doon at of course sino-sino ang saan lugar sila maglalaro at mag-iikot?
Ang camp namin is only in Sydney.
In Sydney.
You know?
All right.
Pero we will be flying in the 25 players, I think. 25 players.
Wow, ang dami ha. Yeah. Ang dami yan.
Siyempre, kaya nga tinatanong ako sabi ko yung gastos dapat tumulong naman ng gobyerno.
Tatalungin kita tungkol dyan, pero yung 25 na yun, kailan kayo magdi-decide kung anong final lineup?
I think just before we go to New Zealand. You know?
Okay. And that is in about a month's time, no? Just before the beginning of the FIFA.
Yeah, our first game will be on July 21 in Dunedin.
All right. What is the mood sa kampo? Nonong, is there confidence that we are, of course, ang ganda ng balita, tumaas ang ranking ng ating koponan from 49 to 46. So what is the mood right now sa ating women's team?
I think, they're yung mood nila talagang all-time high, no? I mean, very positive. Kasi, this is the first time that we will be playing in the World Cup. It's historical for the Philippines and for the Filipinas. So, talagang, sabi nga natin we're not just there to show up, We're there to compete.
Yes.
So, kailangan talaga, we have to prepare the team. And the team knows that. The players know, they know that it will take a lot of hard work, to be fit just before the World Cup, Sabi nga this will be the hardest 4 weeks of their life.
Oo nga And what is the main focus of the camp, Nonong?
Of course, the main focus is really still fitness and maybe the coach will will have, because we have players that are coming from different clubs. So it's really to bring in the team together para at least yung the communication between the players, yung teamwork talaga ang kailangan natin doon.
Okay. Well, napabalita nga yung binabanggit mo kanina na you are calling for help dahil hindi mura ang gagawin ng Filipinas sa kanilang training camp, sa kanilang paglalaro sa FIFA World Cup. Ano ba ang unang-una, ano ba ang pangangailangan ng ating koponan at sino-sino ang tumutulong na para sa ating team, Nonong?
So far, from the time we qualified, we started our preparation for the Asian Cup in January last year, no? Diba? We had a training camp in the US and then we went to India. Then after that, we had several friendlies outside the country, in Chile, in Costa Rica, and then in Spain, in Australia. So far, wala pa kaming nakuhang assistance from the government,
Talaga?
So,
wow.
Yeah. Ang nakuha lang naming assistance sa Noli is that yung Women's ASEAN Championship dito, which we hosted, I think we got 10 million. But we got it na during your time yata nung December.
Yes.
That was the 10 million that but we spent more than that for the hosting. Wow. And we won the championship here. So and then now we're having a camp. But we're fortunate naman that some money are coming from FIFA and from AFC to help the team and also from our sponsors. I think up to this point, mga $4 million na nagastos namin. No?
Wow! Nakakapagtaka yan sabagat yung ating budget para sa FIBA World Cup na idinulog pa sa Kongreso. No? I know that for a fact. Nakakuha tayo ng napakaraming pera mula sa pamahalaan. It's a wonder na ang women's team natin that is also going to a World Cup is not getting enough support. So, kamusta naman ang suporta ng community, Filipino community back in Australia?
where they're looking forward to our team, no? Pati yung mga Filipinos dito that are going to New Zealand, you know. Marami ring mga Filipinos na are going to New Zealand to support the team. Kasi of course, historical to, no? This is the first time that we're in the World Cup. And you know, it's really something that we never imagined, you know.
Yes,
that,
of course.
the Philippines will be in the World Cup, you know.
Oo.
So, yun ang inaano natin, but so far mabuti naman na merong balita ngayon from FIFA na recent I think this week lang binigay na the players will be receiving just for being in the lineup in FIFA in the World Cup, each player will receive $30,000 US.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're talking ang sabi mo nga mga $4 million na nagagastos ng team.
That's for the team, no?
Wow.
Including the allowance. But this time allowance lang ano lang yan. That's really only for the players that they'll get it. So,
namumulubi na ang PFF. Namumulubi na ba ang PFF? Boss Nonong? Pero okay, pero patuloy naman. Is there a possibility na mabigyan kayo ng PSC ng additional money?
Yeah, we asked for 30 million. That was during even I think during your time when we had a meeting, we said that you know, we were asking for support, you know. So we've been knocking on the doors and we have asked for 30 million just to help us, you know, in the preparation of the team.
Alam mo,
of course, itong sa Australia, I think we'll be spending about 15 million here just for the camp.
Oo nga eh. Malaking bagay yan. Alam mo, even during my time, one of the plans that we had was really to even invite the president na panoorin yung unang laro natin.
Pero problema, may zona kasi.
Oo, hindi siya makakarating. Sayang na sayang. But alright, before I continue with the women's team, let me just go to the overall football program first of the Philippines. What is your assessment nung nangyari sa atin sa Phnom Penh, Nonong?
Well, of course, hindi tayo nag-qualify dun sa semifinals, both the men's and women's. Ang sa men's naman, we're trying to bring in new players or bring in a new coach. We hired Coach Rob Gear. So, kulang lang talaga he was with the team only for about 6 weeks. So, now we're preparing for the under-23, AFF, ASEAN Football, and AFC. For our women's naman, we had to test some players who were really new because parang it's a preparation for us for the World Cup. But of course, we missed a lot of players. I think 6 or 7 in our lineup because of commitments to the club. But nevertheless, our team won against a champion. We were only
tinalo natin. At least tinalo natin, may consuelo.
You know, so that was a consolation for us. But hindi naman yung letdown for the team. Actually, you know, they're really, you know, saying that we have to do well in the Asian Cup. I mean, in the World Cup. Yeah.
What's next for the Ascals as well as for the I guess in the junior program? What's coming up para sa ating mga teams?
We have our friendly here next week, June 15. We got a new coach. I mean, not new, a returning coach, Coach Michael Wise, who was with the team up to 2014. And he's preparing the team for our friendly against Nepal on June 15 and against Chinese Taipei on June 19. So, kung makapanood yung mga fans natin, just go to Rizal and watch our Ascals play against these two teams.
Okay.
And of course, for the PFF naman, we are having our U19 national tournament, which will be nationwide. I think it will start June 21 in several venues. So tuloy-tuloy naman yung ano natin, and we're now preparing the pool for our under-23, which will compete in the ASEAN Football Federation Championship and AFC qualifying. So yun ang sa men's team natin. Sa women's, of course, the World Cup, and after the World Cup, we have the Olympic qualifier pa.
Oo nga.
We will be playing against Australia and 2 other teams, I think Iran you know.
Again, another history making yan if we make the Olympics.
So yun, we're preparing for that, and of course the Asian Games, yung women's team natin ang sinali natin sa Asian
So lalaro ang ating Filipinas sa Asian Games.
We already submitted, you know, our confirmation to participate in the Asian Games for our women's team.
Excellent. All right. Well, alam mo si SBP President Al Panlilio nanawagan for for Filipinos to rally around our Gilas team. I guess I'll ask you as a parting shot, your own request, your message to our Filipino fans, mga kababayan natin sa New Zealand and Australia, and of course from the government, no, na suportahan din ang ating Filipinas in this historic run sa FIFA Women's World Cup.
Of course, I would like to call the support of all the Filipinos in New Zealand, because we'll be playing against number 12 Norway, number 21 Switzerland, number 26 New Zealand team. So we're looking really parang home ground natin New Zealand with the support of the Filipinos there. They will come and rally the Philippines. Of course, we got the support from the new ambassador sa New Zealand, the Philippine ambassador in New Zealand, and she will also rally the Filipinos there. And the prayers also of our fans here in the Philippines, that at least we can qualify for the next round. Yun ang target natin but from the government side, we're still knocking at the doors of the government to support the team and support the Philippine Football Federation.
Kayo daw kasi ang pinakamayamang NSA Nonong
Hindi naman yung mayaman na commissioner, no? But we have a lot of programs. We're putting a lot of infrastructure here in the country. No? Kami lang ngayon, meron kaming pinapatayong headquarters, a 5-story headquarters.
Yeah.
So, we're spending money here in the Philippines, and FIFA is really supporting, AFC is supporting us in this endeavor.
By the way, before I let you go, covered ba yung games ng ating team sa TV? Mapapanood ba ng Pinoy yan dito sa Pilipinas?
Wala pa ngang station.
Wala pa. Sayang.
Na nag-ano doon sa FIFA. Sabi nga namin, mura na nga siguro yung sa broadcasting ng FIFA kasi sabi nga ng FIFA yung sa Europe, 900 million, tapos biglang sa Women's World Cup only 90 million. But we're still hoping that a station here in the Philippines would cover this historical journey of the Filipinas.
They deserve that. I think somehow we Filipinos should be all proud that we have a team in the World Cup, and of course dapat mapanood yan ng buong bansa dahil yan ay history in the making, and of course a big honor para sa ating bansa. Mr. Nonong Araneta, maraming salamat sa oras na binigay mo sa amin. Good luck sa Filipinas. We'll be
praying
for you.
Anytime, Tom. And
maraming salamat.
Tawag ka lang, I'll be there.
Salamat. Maraming salamat, boss. Mga kaibigan, ang presidente po ng Philippine Football Federation, walang iba kundi si Mr. Mariano Nonong Araneta. Nako, ang dami po nilang programa. Of course, football, isang sport yan na talagang pwedeng lumago, pwedeng maging matagumpay, as has been proven not only by the Azkals but also now by the Filipinas in the FIFA Women's World Cup. Alright, bago tayo magtapos mga kapatid, gusto ko lang pong basahin lahat ng mga magbabasa na ako ng ibang mga nagpadala ng kanilang mga kuro-kuro do sa ating pinupulsuhan. Yung mga sino bang gusto niyo dagdag do sa ating FIBA World Cup lineup, no? Yung iba, sabi ni Eric Pong Sanga, Lebron Lopez, Justin Baltasar. Sabi nung itong isa, even if we choose or add, it's nonsense kung may masusunod pa rin yung isa dyan. Wag naman yan. Alright, sabi ni 19 Kruger Kid 84, Stan Hardinger, hindi pwede. Abueva Hadj, we need instant offense. From, Kopite, sabi niya Matthew Wright and Panopio. Si Matthew Wright is an interesting name. From I Am Rockets, remove Ravena Brothers. Wag naman. Add Wright and Lassiter, we need shooters. That's a good point. From Juanito Terate Jr., Wright and Baltasar. That's good. Ako personally, I think Matthew Wright is a great addition. Justin Baltasar is so sayang hindi na ilagay. I think Brandon Ganuelas Rosser was also played very well also dun sa huling Southeast Asian Games, and he deserves also a shot. And of course, many others, no, including RJ Abarientos. But at the end of the day, tayo po'y manalig sa ating mga coaches, and hopefully ay tayo po ay talagang sumuporta na lamang, magkabuklod-buklod ang bayang Pilipinas dahil palapit na po ang FIBA World Cup. Doon po sa mga nag-aabang sa Joyride Super App Top Up Promo, ito po ang mga nanalo ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits. Si Gregory Laida, Siegfried Kabuhat, Maria Edeli Bungay, Clarice Karandang at si Nina Yapchonko. Congratulations sa inyong lahat. Makakakuha po kayo ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits mula sa Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo. Alright mga kapatid, that'll do it for us. Manood kayo ng ating Game 4 dito sa TV5 of course. At tuloy-tuloy po tayo next week muli sa Power and Play. At lagi po natin sinasabi tuwing Sabado, bawal ang masungit. At sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH, teleserbisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po. Happy Sports Weekend mga kapatid! More power, more play!
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko, para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at huwag magpatalo, ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, Chumbe, Sibay, Lakay, Amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Inay ko po, Sabado, alas 10 ng umaga.
Hola! Hello! Good morning sa inyo mga inay, mga itay. Welcome po sa Inay ko po. Naku, medyo may mga tayo talagang dibdiba